Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys today? I need you guys to chime in, or even after it's over, I might put up another question. But I want to know if you have watched They Have Cloned Tyrone, what did you get from watching the movie? Now, I have been saying the things that I've seen in this movie for a very long time, but I wouldn't say it publicly because, like Sandra, when she was saying so many things, all of a sudden she got pulled over, arrested, and died in jail. So, my husband was telling me that I need to stop saying stuff. So that's why I don't say anything anymore, because I don't want them to burn my house down or do anything to my phone, or funny start happening. But what do you think happened to Kanye West? He just disappeared. No one has heard from him. For black people, hi baby, good morning. For black people, I've been saying for a long time that when things happen, we get mad, but we're so easily distracted by them throwing something out there, like a challenge, an ice challenge, a water challenge, or a picture challenge, something to distract us and throw us off, so we forget about what we were angry about. So we never follow through on things. That's the difference between black people and white people. As white people follow through, they get things done. Even when it came down to R. Kelly, we had been doing things for so long, but nothing was happening. But as soon as the white ladies jumped into it, he was arrested and thrown in jail. And not saying that I agree with what he did, but it's so many white people who have committed the same crimes, and they got a slap on the wrist. The system was not set up for us, it was set up against us. The system was set up for them. So, with that being said, I'm going to get back to this movie. Now, I kind of stopped eating the meat because I feel like there's something wrong with it. I mean, it is, because the cows or calves one day, and then they shoot them with something to make them cows, and then they're cutting them up, bagging them up, and selling it to us. Why do you think that now white people don't eat regular chicken or meat? They are all going organic because they know that they're putting something in the food to destroy us. Everybody was talking about they wasn't going to take the shot for COVID because they were going to put something in the shot. But what you guys don't realize is that they were putting it in our food, and the chip is already installed. It's installed in the phone. If you guys realize how programmed your minds are, because before you even get up to take a pee in the morning, the first thing you do is grab and look at your phone, because your mind is programmed. Good morning, Tamika. It's like a robot. They do what is they supposed to do. They run on program, and our minds are programmed to look at the phone, talk to the phone. The government knows everything we're doing because we're always filming it. It's sad because everything ain't for everybody. Now, going back to the movie. They use chicken. Jamie Foxx, great movie. Did a great job. I hope you're all better. And you explain the movie, and I wonder if everybody understand it, because everybody's walking around eyes wide shut. What that mean is you see but you don't see. And it's sad because so many things being shown right there before you, but you're blind and your eyes are open. So they say if you want to get something past black people, put it in a book, because we don't read. But now so many black people are starting to read, and we're starting to come back, and we're starting to take over the country. We're no longer the minority. We are becoming the majority. If you turn on the news, you see more black people. You see commercials, you see more black people. The music, you see black people. And so a lot of things that they've done, they didn't do for them. They did it to distract us, because the white people are not having babies like they used to. Before, they were having babies and they were the minority, and their jobs were being passed down right to another white child. So right now, because so many white people may have 2 babies and have abortions, they said, wait a minute, this is not right. So good morning, Joy. I'll talk to Tyrone when I finish. But they said, wait, they're not having babies, and the black people are starting to get positions that they're not supposed to get because they are slaves. They're not supposed to have these positions. So what can we do to stop the black people for becoming the majority? So they said, well, what we have to do is we have to stop abortions, because white people only have 2 babies and then that's it. We don't do that. Black and brown people, that's Mexicans, Puerto Rican, we don't do that. We have kids, yes, we have abortions, but we don't have enough that it slows down the progression of our nationality. But the white people, you don't see as many white people anymore. There is not as many of them. And so now what's going to happen is, if black people continue to go to school and get educated, we're going to start taking positions up in Congress that the white people don't want us to have, because change is going to come. So with that being said, if they want to stop it, they have to stop us first. And by doing that, they have to use the food that we eat, because they know black people, we love watermelon, we love pig feet, we love collard greens, we love chicken. Now, I don't know if y'all remember back during the pandemic when the chicken sandwich at Popeyes came out, and it was so bad that people were shooting each other on it. People were crazed over this chicken. What did they put in that chicken? I would not eat that chicken. But I got on that long ass line because I wanted to see what was in that chicken. When I got to the window, my husband ordered the chicken, and they pulled out that chicken sandwich. When I saw how big that chicken was, I said, I'm not eating that shit, because they are doing something to us. But people didn't see it like that. Everybody thought it was a joke. They was out there filming, thinking it was a game, but it was not a game. And so in this movie, as I watched, and they cloned him, which they probably did to Kanye West, because he knows too much and they trying to shut him up. So what I got from this movie is that if black people, which I've been saying for a very long time, if we came together in unity as one, we would tear this motherfucker up. Excuse my language. So they're afraid of that. See, we don't, it's called, they have to watch this movie. And as you think about the fact that they trying to turn my camera off, but Shucka just wants to finish. See, think about what happened with the chicken at Popeyes. Think about the people that were hurting each other because they wanted this chicken, and think about the fact that at the end of the movie, when they all got together, it was that one girl that they caught because she had gathered so much information about what the government was doing, and they captured her and put her in a room, and they tried to get her to mess up her mind so she wouldn't make any sense anymore. And so all the brothers got together from the hood, because that's exactly where they put it at. They also putting it in our liquor. If you notice, liquor stores are in the hood. So, and that's to distract us and to keep us down. So, in this movie, the hood came together and they went in and they said they had a trap building in the hood laboratories underground where they were taking our people when they did. That's because that's what they did during COVID. Remember, there was bodies on top of bodies laying in New York. And we had no place to put these bodies. And so they took these bodies and they took them to a laboratory and they worked on them and they tried to figure it out. So don't be surprised if you see somebody else walking around. I know I may sound crazy, but that's what they do with us. But anyway, the hood came together and they destroyed the laboratories. So in my opinion is, if we black people would love one another as God loved us, and stop being like crabs in the barrel and pushing people back down when you see them trying to get up, and be like white people and force us out so we can become better, so we can have better, so we can do better, so we can get together as one and stop all of what is going on in our country, because it is all to target us because they are afraid of us. So we need to help each other. No more envy, no more jealousy, no more killing one another. We need to love and take care of each other. Come together in unity and figure this out, a way out of them destroying us. And I hate to say it, even if it comes down to not eating chicken anymore, I eat minimal meat. I eat minimal meat because I am afraid. I see how fast this chicken is coming. I do Instacart. And I'm telling you, the pieces of chicken that are so big, chicken should not be that damn big. And chickens have to go through a process. My husband works at the chicken factory, so that also told me. And he told me what they do to the chicken and the minerals that they give them, because they eat rocks. That's for the minerals. So the same things that they given us, and they eat all the scraps of everything. All the things that is thrown into the batch for the chicken feed for them to eat, we're eating. So you're wondering why so many of our people are obese, and that's because of the steroids that they're shooting the cows with, the chickens with, all the different animals. And so our bodies can't handle that. And so what happens is we're winding up with diabetes, high blood pressure, not because of what we eating, because what y'all fail to realize, I'm 54 years old. We have been eating this stuff our whole entire lives, and we never had these problems. There was no medications for diabetes. There was no medication for high blood pressure like that. I mean, it came back in maybe in the 1980s, 1990s when people started getting it. But now here in 2023, where now everything has a medication. You can't turn on the TV without there becoming a commercial about a different medication, which the medications are side effects are worse than the actual problem. So there's this diabetes, there's this high blood pressure. You don't realize our joints are hurting. So now they want to give us cholesterol medicine and all these pain pills for things that we have been going through our entire lives. We have sat back and watched my grandmother. All she did was rub her hands and said, "This got doggone arthritis. My hands got arthritis." There was no medication. And now there's all these different medications that's supposed to make us feel better. And the side effects is what's killing us. Why do so many black people have cancer? There wasn't no cancer like this. That came from the military when they was over there experimenting with them guys in the military. That's where all that stuff came from. And so now, because black people, I hate to say it, are so ignorant and so distracted, not actually watching what's going on, they giving it to us. They feeding it to us like we're animals. And because we think we see a sale on chicken. Oh yeah, that chicken is $7.99. So we're going to buy it, 10 and 20 packs. My dumb ass too. We do that and it's killing us. We starting to age like white people. We the same thing happening to us. But because I do Instacart and I watch how they eat now, so I have changed my whole way of eating, is they buy organic. Not that I'm saying that you guys need to buy organic, because really we don't even know what is organic and what is not. Are we just paying for the price? But I know that their bodies are different and they're lasting a little bit longer, and they are not as sick as we are. And so this doesn't just, I mean, when I say it's the government, it's just not Biden and Tim and all of them. This goes all the way back to the pharmaceuticals, the companies, the big farm companies who make money off of making us sick. When you see those movies are not just a game. This is really happening. They are experimenting on us, and we don't even know it. So yes, it is better to grow your own food and eat all natural. Stop taking those medications. I was on that cholesterol medication and my joints was hurting so bad. I have been off it. I stopped for 2 months and I feel so much better. I am down to one pill, and that is my blood pressure pill. And my doctor said if I lose 6 more pounds, I will no longer have blood pressure pills, because I really don't need it. I have been a pre-diabetic for 7 years. I have never had A1C over 6.8. And so in order to be a diabetic, you have to be over 7. So why are they feeding me this medication? Because their doctor, we don't know no better. They think we think it's supposed to make us feel better, but it's really destroying us. Because people I know from longevity of taking metformin now have heart problems. So you need to think about what it is that you're doing, what they're doing and putting into our communities that's killing our people. And because we have nothing to say, we're destroying ourselves. So I'm going to say, what did you get from watching They Clone Tyrone? And somebody please tell me, where is Kanye West? Because he knew too much. He was in those meetings with Trump when they were talking about what they were going to do. Do you think that Trump really won that election? No, he did not win the election. Putin and his guys rigged the system. So it was already planned out from Kim Un-jong back in Korea that they were going to slow down our progression. They were going to kill our people, scare us off, lock us up in a house so they can start a war over there in Ukraine, which Trump would give Putin the weapons that he needed. But because Trump was ousted out, things went the other way, and Biden is now giving Ukraine the weapons to continue this war. I don't understand why Biden just didn't send the troops in and shut this shit down, because we could have did that. I don't know why this is going on. But yes, I do know why it's going on. It's going on because it's money. As long as there's a war, they can keep spending money. Money that we have worked our whole lives for. Everybody said, I wish he was the president again, because he was giving us those checks. Those checks that we were getting is something that was supposed to have been saved up there in Uncle Sam's money, as we call it, for if something like this was to happen. So all of this was pre-planned. They knew since September that COVID was out here, but it never became a big thing because until the Jew man got it and passed it on. So COVID didn't kill the people. People killed the people. Fear killed the people. When you have fear, you weaken your immune system. And that's all they did. So when Trump said he had COVID and he took the medication and he's walking around not sick as a dog like the rest of the people who already was sick because they had diabetes. They had already killed those people inside previously. I know this all might sound theoretically to you. I might sound like a theorist. And I ain't even been in those meetings. But I just watch. So, black people, my people, beautiful people, because that's what we are. People of high intelligence, who I am so proud of, because when we went through that pandemic, you guys stepped up and shown the world what we are, what we have always been, true survivors. Everybody came out the limelight and started selling things on over the internet, making money, using their talents, something that they have leaned on our whole lives, all the way back to our ancestors, down to the very first heart transplant. All the things that was created by black people that we never got credit for. But you guys back in 2020, which y'all still didn't get credit for it, but y'all learned that y'all didn't need to go clock in and punch a clock to make money. You can use what you had to do it. And you guys did it. I am so proud of you guys. You know, I've never wanted to work for nobody. I've always held my own. And to watch black people hold their own, it's just, oh, it's beautiful. And so now everything is so bad because the government can't keep us, the black people, the slaves, you know, because we're still slaves. We just have a title. It's called a job. We still don't make what we should be making. They can't get the slaves to go back and work at McDonald's for $7.25 an hour. Why should I do that when I can sit home and press yes, no, send on a computer and make just as much money as I would if I was working for somebody else and not give Uncle Sam those tax monies? I get to keep each and every dollar. But y'all got to wake up, people. Wake up. Smell the coffee. This movie Jamie Foxx was in, and I mean, it's so crazy because all of a sudden he disappeared. He disappeared. Do you get it? He disappeared for months. And then all of a sudden, when the movie comes out, he reappears to let you guys know that this shit is real. But y'all not going to see things the way I see things. Because I've always had an open mind. I always thought outside of the box. That's why I am where I am. I ain't rich. I ain't poor. I'm comfortable. I would like to have a little bit more. But I'm grateful for what I do have. Because I know what it's like to not have. And see, you know what's sad is that our people who we make rich, all these celebrities, don't give back. I only see one celebrity who's really giving back, and his name is LeBron James. I went to Ohio and seen how he built up all that stuff for his community because he know what it's like not to have a decent place to stay or a dress to wear to a graduation or be able to go to the prom. He's giving back. But these celebrities, they doing it. They taking care of themselves and their families because they once was where we still are. It's crazy that you guys don't see this. But you get on a computer and you have an opinion about everybody else's lives, which they don't care because they're still becoming rich. What are you guys doing to get where they are? I'm proud of my nieces. Them girls doing the damn thing. They like they auntie. I've always made my own money. And to watch my nieces get out here and be on Instagram and YouTube and doing their thing, TikTok making their money. That's what you're supposed to do. Think outside of the box. But black people, we need to come together. Stop tearing each other down. Let's love one another. Let's push each other. If somebody say they have an idea, don't damn it to hell. Help them, support them. Because when they go up, we all go up. And this is coming from our low-level communities. Because the people who got out of the communities, like LL Cool J, Queen Latifah, they not coming back. They doing their own damn thing. And all we doing is making them rich. It starts here in our communities. In order for us to get better, we have to come as one. And I'm going to end this stuff by saying, and if you really listen to the music, the movie, I'm sorry. My dad told me, my stepdaddy, Billy, he told me, don't eat fried food. Boil, broil, or I forgot the other one. But if you listen to it, see, that's what they don't expect from us, is to read in between the lines. He said, when I eat my chicken, I boil the hell out of it. I eat boiled chicken and noodles. And anybody who knows me knows I eat boiled chicken and noodles. I boil my food. Even before you barbecue it on a grill, you boil it. You get those ingredients that they have put in our food out. Clean your food first. I love you guys. I hope you chime in and tell me what you got from watching the movie. It's a great movie. Great job to you, Jamie Foxx, for disappearing and coming back and showing us that what they doing to us. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm going in here to boil some chicken so we can have some fried chicken. I love you guys. Toodles. Love you too, Jacob.